Hey everybody, Eddie J on crypto. Hope you had a great day. So we've got a number of things that we need to discuss today. Things going on in my mind. The UK wants to be a cryptocurrency technology hub, and they're making moves to move in that direction. Remember yesterday, I mentioned that the SEC would like to, well, not like, but seems to be having a little feud with the, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or CFTC. Well, turns out Gary Gensler would like to partner with that agency. Gary Gensler is the chairman of the SEC. He would like to work with them in regulating cryptocurrencies. We'll dig into that. That one is very juicy, as you can imagine. FTX, wow. This is a bigger move than what people think. FTX has invested in IEX, which is a normal trading venue. That positions them, because the partnership is all about creating a digital asset trading venue. That's going to happen as soon as regulation is introduced. They'll be the first there, I think. In the United States, I'm pretty sure they're going to be first. Jamie Dimon, in a letter to shareholders, actually praised blockchain and decentralized finance. Wow. Yeah, that's big. And I wanted to touch on something that I don't think enough people are paying attention to in terms of investing, which is Ethereum's move or merge that's coming up later this year is going to be impactful in a majorly good way. So let's dig into this stuff. So the UK is all about getting stablecoins recognized as legalized payment options. That's the first step. So imagine they're laying out a larger plan to embrace crypto technology. Okay? And by doing so, they would attract a lot of crypto projects. I mean, think about it. India's having a brain drain. I wonder if Singapore would have the same thing happen and have people say, hey, we can go to Portugal, which is a huge, safe haven for crypto, or I can go to UK, which would then be, if they implement everything that's on their docket right now, make the UK a really, not just a haven, not necessarily a haven, but definitely an incubator for cryptocurrency technology. So, as you know, Wall Street is, the center of the world. Then I guess it would be between the UK and Singapore for, second place. As far as I know, right? I don't know everything. But that would mean that this could possibly give the UK a leg up because they're further along in creating a realistic framework for regulating cryptocurrencies. So more to come in that space. But I think because the UK is, equivalent to the United States in that regard, you sit there and you kind of go, yeah, that's going to make the United States kind of wake up a little bit and possibly do the same thing. But that also means other countries might wake up to the idea and go, hey, maybe we're looking at this not such in the right light. So I think that's going to create a domino effect. Let's see how it plays out, but I really do think it's going to create a domino effect. Now, this move by FTX, I think, awesome. Sam Bankman-Fried, hat tip to you, buddy. You know what you're doing. You absolutely know what you're doing. By investing in IEX, they're poised to create a physical venue for trading of digital assets. That's big because that's a bold move. Now, IEX is known for making bold moves within the normal trading space. where nobody else could get it done, they got it done. Partnering with FTX, they both have the same mindset, just in different spaces. Tell me that doesn't make for a great partnership right there. So I think in the future, in the possibly near future, that's actually going to be a major and possibly brilliant move by FTX, right? Because they're not the biggest. Binance is the biggest. But Binance, I think FTX is an easier platform to work with, right? And I think that's what's going to attract people over there to FTX. I mean, frankly, I've got a Binance account, I've got a Coinbase account, I've got an FTX account, I have other accounts, I've got non-custodial wallets, I've got cold wallets. Everything suits a purpose. I don't do things just for the sake of doing things. Everything is with a purpose. You should always try to make a move with a purpose, not just make a move to have a move. It's sort of like back in the day, it was really cool to have 50 million credit cards until people started realizing that it's really not. So just looking at it from that perspective, as you do your own research, as I always tell you to do, choose the right platform, but choose the right platform that's going to do something for you. So imagine if you're on a platform that's integrated where you can trade stocks and you can trade digital assets seamlessly. Move things around seamlessly, easily. Closer control to your assets, your funds. That's going to be a big deal. So pay attention to that space. I think things are going to happen. A huge nod from a huge company, Jamie Dimon Chase, JP Morgan Chase, giving a nod to blockchain and decentralized finance, and stating that Chase is at the forefront of those technologies. I don't know how. He knows things that I don't know. But that's a huge nod to a space that, a year and a half ago, that's a drop in the bucket in terms of time, was being scoffed at. Okay? That says that there is real momentum, real viability to the space, real usefulness to the technologies that are out there. It's all about how they're being used. Okay? How they're being used, who's using them, right? That's really what you're looking for. And Jamie Dimon, he's a big boy, he's one of the biggest. And he's giving a hat tip to blockchain and decentralized finance. So when you look at all these financial institutions, the traditional ones, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, name one, just name one. They can either hop on board or they can get left behind. Decentralized finance is bringing a lot of things. Mortgages, lending, just a ton of services that you would normally find at a traditional financial institution. That you wouldn't have to go to a financial institution to do that. Brings fees down, does a lot of things. So when you look at that, you say to yourself, yeah, they better figure out how to hop on board, leverage those technologies, and be a part of the future, as opposed to being in the past. So I think it was very smart in that yearly letter to his shareholders to say that, hey, we know what's here. We're aware, and we're involved. That's a big message, big message. Something else I wanted to touch on. I've been having conversations with my kids about it. Proof of work versus proof of stake. Proof of work requires a lot of energy, is not eco-friendly. Proof of stake does not require as much power and is eco-friendly. Sorry about that. And Ethereum is about to do their merge later this year that would make it so that they can move from proof of work to proof of stake. And I think that is going to spur huge growth in the value of Ethereum. What does that mean? Well, Ethereum is at what? 3,500, something like that. Whatever that number is right now. 3,400, 3,300, doesn't matter. a lot of people are predicting that it's going to hit the 5-digit mark this year. And it'll start when that happens. And I think when that happens, it's going to be a huge boom. Just, and it'll be a boon to the space. So when Ethereum moves, other altcoins will also move. So my suggestion is do your research and strap in. Let's take a look at the numbers because there's a lot of negative stuff going on these days. So looking at this chart, it's ugly. It is so ugly. The low, look at that, 10% over here, 10%, down 10%. It doesn't matter what coin it is. That's the best we've got for losers. Like, wow. And it goes all the way up to 20% for Moonbeam. I told you that's something I should do some research, and I haven't had time. Might need some help doing some research in that space. But you're looking at this and you're going, wow, that's huge negativity for a period of time. I want to say like 10 minutes ago. You see this 24-hour change where these are at zero. There were a bunch sitting there that were at like negative 0.01. That's how bad it is in the top 25. And you're looking at some of these networks. Let's see who's on the bad side. You have Waves. They're in the news because somebody made an accusation. Actually, I think it's the CEO or one of the founders of Waves was saying that Alameda Research was manipulating that price and pushing it down. Don't know about that. It was an allegation by him. Who knows? But they are down. DeFi Kingdom's Jewel is down. I mean, look at these numbers, 14%. Wow, that's really big. Moon River is another one I wanted to do research on. Probably won't. I'm not going to bother with it. It's at $73. I wouldn't even think about it. But these are big negative. CeeLo, which, a couple of days ago was on the plus side. And now here we are, it's 11% down. So do you see, CeeLo is not, I think I have a couple of CeeLo coins. Just a couple. But this is where I'm telling you, if I knew the rhythm of CeeLo and I was playing with CeeLo, they were on the plus side the other day. Now they're on the negative side by 11%. So imagine if they were to move plus side 10%, which I think they can easily do. They moved, I believe they moved because of profit taking. They had some things going on in the news. They popped up and I guess people took profit and it dropped back down. But I think they're going to be on the move again. Immutable X down 10%. Yeah, Immutable X. Remember they're doing the whole GameStop thing so Loopring, was involved with GameStop, helped them create a proof of concept and all that. I guess the real NFT that they're building out, NFT marketplaces they're building out is going to go over to Immutable X, but they're still down. They're still taking a hit. But they also seem to be ping-ponging back and forth on the positive and negative side. This is why we look at these charts. This is why we pay attention. This is why I try to understand the rhythm of certain coins and make notice of the coins that I'm interested in that are on the plus or minus side where I can see it, right? I can start to see those things play out and see how they go from there. Let's start here. I want to see where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is really low. It's dropped below 45,000. 45,000 was that resistance level that we were hoping it would hold. I'm hoping it pops back up. I'm pretty sure it will pop back up, but that's not good. That's not good at all. Because you see how it happened over here? It happened right there. So this is not a good sign that you see it over here. And I think it's not as low as it had hit before, but it's still deep in 44,000. That's not cute. And like I said, hopefully it's popping back up. Look at that. It's back up to 45 now. But that you see that dip. You saw that dip. Fear and Greed Index. I have to refresh this page because I know it's not at 53. I'm expecting someplace in the 40s, and I'm right, 48. So you're in the you're low in the neutral zone. I still think that's a lot of positive pent up energy that's sitting there that's going to explode. It's a matter of when. then with this, you see how red everything is? Ugh, it's ugly. It's ugly. Unless you're buying on the dip. Unless you're buying on the dip. If you're buying on the dip, this is beautiful. I mean, you have ETH, you have Chainlink, you have Polkadot, you have Luna. Wow, Luna's at near record highs. You have Cardano. You have all these things in not such good places where you can pick them up on sale. VeChain is down, but VeChain's got a lot of stuff going on. They've got a lot of stuff going on. It's been stagnant for a while, just like Shiba Inu. It's been stagnant, annoyingly stagnant. But I think there is pent-up energy there. I think there are projects in both of those that are going on, dApps, metaverses, DeFi stuff. I think there's stuff pent up that's going to happen. I think there might be new partnerships involved. We'll see what happens, but I think these are buying opportunities. Look at Avalanche. I think there are buying opportunities all over the place. Just know what you want to buy. Understand what's interesting to you. Know the coins and the projects you want to buy into, so that when you make your investment choice, it is an educated decision. Do your own research. Get deep into a project before you purchase the coin. Understand what they're doing. Understand who their partners are. Understand why are they down, right? Are they down because, a macro event happened and just dropped everybody and they got caught up in the mix, right? Or are they just stagnant? Because remember, Cardano was stagnant for a while, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just started popping. Pay attention to these things. Down for a while, started popping. Maintaining their places in the top 10, but everybody's been hit. But until these projects come within a decent distance of their all-time highs, all of this stuff is on sale to me. All of it. Right now, I'm contemplating, man, I should really get into Ethereum, because look at it now. I mean, I bought in a little bit when it was at, I think, the 2,700 range. I should have bought when it was at 24. I wasn't DCAing with this particular coin, but I know that they have that merge coming up, and I know that's going to be huge. I know that's going to be huge. I've done my research, and I have a certain level of confidence, and I'm like, yeah, I should buy into some ETH, because here's the thing. If ETH, let's just suppose Ethereum goes up, right? They do their merge, Ethereum goes up. If I buy into Ethereum and Ethereum's, positive move is 50%, whatever percentage it is, and other Ethereum or other ERC20 coins go up, but they don't go up at the same rate. When I go up over there, I can take some of that money and catch these on sale, even though they're going up. Sale price even on a rise. Nice. I like that. So just pay attention to what's out there. Understand the rhythm of these projects, their finances. I tell people all the time, don't pay attention just to the charts. I had a conversation with my friend Elliot earlier today, and we were just going over charts for different coins, different stocks, and things like that. But then we also spoke about what's going on in the news. What could we have heard about a few months ago that they said was coming that hasn't come yet? Right? They said, hey, we're going to do this, versus, hey, we did it. Right? That's two opportunities in the news, and that's what communications departments do. That's how they get their stocks and coins to rise. I make an announcement, everything goes to sleep, I do what I'm supposed to do, and then I actually did it. Now I get another pop. And depending on adoption and things like that pop can remain, because this pop is temporary. The first initial announcement is a temporary thing, and then you pop again. So pay attention to what's out there, do your own research, and guess what? You should also do me a favor, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping another video. If you find this to be useful, please do that, and I'll keep doing these videos. And if you have questions or you have suggestions, or even better, if you can correct me, because I'm not perfect. This is me doing research so I can teach my kids. So if you can correct me, hey, Eddie, you got something wrong, I'll appreciate that. Thank you. And I'll make note of it. I will make note of it and call you out. Right? I'll give you the cred. So thanks a bunch. Have a great day. Bye-bye.